What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? So, right now I am currently laying down looking up at my board. Right now I'm kind of like trying to get a schedule together for my day-to-day life on what I need to get done throughout my days and basically disciplining myself more. Trying to follow along the schedule, like wake up this time, do I need to do whatever that is, But I made it. But to be honest, I don't really like it. Let me show y'all. So Sunday through Wednesday, I pretty much work all day, right? All day. So from 6:30 to 5:30. And I try to work out on Monday and Tuesday and also Thursday and Friday, depending on how my life is looking. But yeah, I don't really like it. I feel like it's a gap in some of those days, and some stuff can be like added in or, just better time management. But I guess I'm gonna try to get it right. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna see y'all later. What's up, y'all? So I know it's very dark right now. It is very dark right now. But I know I said I'm gonna record my trading experience and stuff like that. And the wildest thing just happened to me right now. So let me show y'all real quick what just happened, because I am disgusted right now. So every single markup that I've had for my charts has disappeared. Every single trend line, every single zone, every single fib, all my beautifully placed fibs that took me so long to place correctly, all of my trade histories that I had drawn up on my chart, they're gone. I am disgusted because I don't know what to do right now. If any of you guys know how to put that back on, please, 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 please let me know, because I am about to cry. What's up, y'all? So we have now made it to the end of the second week. I wasn't been releasing the first video last week, but got very busy. So both weeks are going to be combined, basically. But we got to the end of the second week, and instead of doing like a weekly markup type video, I'm just go over my trades that I ended up taking this week in this video right now. Also, I ended up getting my chart markups back. So all of my chart markups that I had saved previously are back on my laptop. Basically what I had to end up doing, I just had to go through my phone, because I got Trading View on my phone as well, and I resaved every single chart markup since it was still put up on my phone, and I just refreshed my I just loaded it back up on my laptop. So everything ended up coming back that way. I'm gonna do a daily save. Well, it does an automatic save anyway. Like every time I apply something new to my chart, it does an automatic save. But yeah, hopefully that don't ever happen again. It was the first time it had happened in like 2 years. Well, since I've been using Trading View, that was the first time that happened that I can remember. So hopefully that doesn't ever happen again. But let's go ahead, get into these trades real quick. There's not many trades, but I did take more L's than W's this week. So let's go over them real quick. All right, so first we have USD CAD. I ended up taking a sale on this, and the reason that's why is because it pulled back to a major trend line that it had broke. So I'm gonna go out. So this major uptrend right here is what I was using to trade off of, and using the daily chart, you guys can see that we have this pullback right here, and this is the first pullback that it had, or basically the retouch. So what happened was I ended up taking this sale just a little bit too early. I took it like right here at the trend line. Well, I got like a zone marked. I took it right here at this zone, basically, because they had got like multiple wick rejections, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm about to sell down right now. But instead, actually, what ended up happening was it came back up to here, which is the retest of the previous low. Let me clear my charts real quick so you guys can see that clearly. So if you guys look or can see now, this is the previous low that the market had created. Came back and it broke below it. So now the market is like probably more than likely about to reverse, since this is on a daily chart for USD CAD. This is on the daily chart and came back and retested it right here. So once you got that retest, we got the wick rejection and the major bearish candle right here, and more than likely about to come up here and retest one more time maybe, and then sell down all the way. We will see. But yeah, that's pretty much why I ended up losing that trade. Just hopped in a little bit too early, but would have been a great trade, because as you guys can see, it did end up selling down from this point. I'm gonna go from the open of the candle, sold down 126 pips. So that's good. Now the thing that we do have to watch for though is it came back and retested this point right here, which is the retest of the consolidation zone that it just broke out of. So it just broke out of consolidation from this zone, came back and retested it, and it started back to buy back up. So now it has to basically, in order for that sale to be valid, it can't go above here. So we will see, we'll see how the market reacts when it gets to this point next week. And then if it rejects out of it again, we may end up taking that sale. But next, let's go to Euro NZD, which was the next trade that I ended up taking. So Euro NZD, we was taking, what did we take? I believe we took the sale first. Yeah, we ended up taking the sale right here because it came back up, and we was in profit. I was thinking, okay, what ended up happening was the market rejected off of the trend line again, right? That's exactly what we wanted. It rejected off of the trend line, sold down, but what it failed to do was break the previous low that it had just created as well. So this was the previous low before right here. This was the previous low before it started going back up. So basically, we was in this sale from right here, right? We saw the rejection off of the trend line again. Boom, we took the sale. We was in profit. Now, the reason that this sale was not all the way valid was because it did not break below here, which is what it needed to do in order to continue on with the sale, or confirm the continuation of the sale. But instead, what ended up happening was it ended up rejecting off of the previous low again, which means that the market is about to reverse, and that's exactly what ended up happening. So since it did not create a new low, that sale was no longer valid, at least to hold for a little any longer. You know, we ended up taking the sale last week, right? We went over that, but this for the sale to continue to go down even further, that was not valid, mainly because it did not make a lower low, even though it did create a lower high. But what actually ended up happening was the market, since it was starting to reverse, ended up creating a higher high, and now the market is in an uptrend. So we were looking for the uptrend. Now we still are looking for the uptrend, actually. If you guys can see here, we got a higher high now. We got the break of that downtrend that was going. So we got the break of this downtrend. We now have a higher high. We got the retest at the trend line, which is this wick rejection right here. Got everything that we need to see, and we are looking at the buy right now, which is where we are currently in. So next is gold, my favorite trade of the week. Gold is a trade that we actually ended up winning. Gold ended up, we was waiting for the break. Sent this in the group chat. I said, have to break the downtrend for reversal to occur, which is to buy because the market had been selling off, and retest either the trend or the previous high that had just been broken. And then I put an extra note, market needs to come down retest at the black line and recheck to continue to buy. So that's exactly what ended up happening, and that buy ended up traveling for, let's see how many points. So you guys see it right there. Pip wise, and went 4,240 pips, basically 42 points, and that was the gold trade of the week that we ended up taking. And then was there one more? I believe it was like one more trade. GJ never did break, so we never did get in for that sale. GU was the other trade. So GU was the same thing as EN. Still waiting for that to happen. So, you know, but those were all of the trades this week so far. I believe EU as well. Did I take EU? No, I did not take EU this week because they ended up breaking. So yeah, those were all the trades this week. Trying to remember if there was any more, but I do believe that was all of them that we were looking at. So on to next week. Like I said, took more L's than W's, but gold was a great W that we ended up taking. But on to next week, and we're gonna bounce back. Gonna be all right, and we're gonna get back to this bag. So I'm gonna see y'all next week. What's up, y'all? So finally came up with my schedule, as you guys can see. I did remake it, couple changes, a lot of changes actually, but finally done with it. So now, welcome to the month of discipline. I'm gonna try to follow along to this, man, and see how it goes. It's pretty much how I try to make my days go anyway, but now I'm on a time. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just doing it at any time of the day, I'm on a time schedule. So hopefully I can get everything done. This is when I feel the most productive, the happiest, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But we're gonna see how this go. I'm gonna show you guys just a little bit of it, and starting next week, today is Saturday, we're actually starting tomorrow is when I'm actually starting the schedule. But let me go ahead and get into the schedule. So Sunday, pretty much homework type of day, you know what I'm saying? Then Monday through Tuesday, same thing, but I will be working out those 2 days, on Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, work, eat, settle in, and then, you know, read some baby pips or whatever I decide to read that day, whether it's fundamental, news, or whatever the case may be. Then Thursday and Friday, we're gonna wake up and trade. I'm gonna get up and trade indices, stuff like that. Rest, because I gotta give me a little afternoon rest, because if I don't, I would not function. 1 to 3, you know, YouTube study, whatever the case may be, you guys see it. And Saturday, that's when we kind of repeat the same thing, but and a couple different stuff. You know, I'm gonna record my wins and my losses. You know, I have a record book of everything. So this one, yesterday, I'm actually write everything down, stuff like that. So this is the schedule. Try to follow along with it. Actually, I will follow along with it, especially for this first week, to see how it goes. I need to see if I need to change anything with time, or if I want to add anything in, you know what I'm saying? But it's pretty much going to be a productive day all the way throughout, and a little bit of rest in between, because I don't care what you say. I don't care what the modern world say. You cannot function without resting your mind, at least throughout part of the day, because this right here, focus. You will lose focus. You will. So, you know, definitely take you a little break in between your day and stuff like that. then get back going, or whatever case you may need to, whatever you may need to do. I don't care. But yeah, this is my schedule. So we're gonna try to follow along with it. See what change I need to make. I'm gonna let you guys know how everything going as the week goes on. Also, starting tomorrow, I am doing a challenge. Well, Sunday, which is April 17th, I am doing a challenge where I flip 10 accounts, starting with $100. Every time I get 100% return on my investment, which is basically I grow $100 to $200. I got to restart, so I'm gonna just withdraw, restart. Also, rules to it is I gotta only do it with a 0.01 lot size. I can maximize profits, but everything got to stick to a 0.01 lot size. Also, what else was it? I can't go in more than 10% drawdown anywhere in my account on one trade. So like, let's say I get in Nas or something like that, I can't go down more than 10% off that one trade. Also, I can't blow my account. I mean, obviously. What else? That's just about it for the rule books. But I got some people in my program that are doing it with me. And shoot, if any of you guys are watching this video and want to do it with me as well, that's completely fine. But yeah, that's the challenge right there. We're gonna see how it go. I'm very excited for it because I feel like this is when I trade the best. This is when I'm like not under pressure, I would say, but you know, I gotta get to a bag, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do some stuff. So we're gonna see how everything go. Like I said, I'm very excited, and I'm gonna record every single part of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna record all the trades I'm in, I'm gonna record how they turn out, stuff like that, however it may go. So y'all gonna see my process through it, my thought process, trades that I take, why I take those trades. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys next week, man. I'm out.